JENergy! Put in your booby rocks. Live your best life. Keep doing you. So much JENergy! 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 Let's stick together with some high kicks. Wow! Wow! All right, good times. Welcome to this episode of So Much JENergy. I'm the host, Jenny McKinney, and the $150 meditation drum, along with two fun friends here, Jeff Jones, who is my actual brother in real life. Welcome back, Jeff.
Jen, thanks for having me.
And our super fun new friend, Gina Bell, who is the founder of the Tears and Tulle movement, which we're going to hear about, and we are super excited to hear from her. So let's give her a big fat JENergy welcome.
Welcome, Gina.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Gina, so do you want to tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Gina Bell. I am the founder of the Tears and Tulle movement, which I'll talk a little bit about later, but
Okay.
It follows a rainbow tulle skirt around the country.
Awesome.
And I'm a mom of 6 kids, ages 17 to 23. So yeah, I have a big family. And I am from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm also an author and a motivational speaker.
Awesome. I love
Excellent.
it. Welcome. Yay. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this week, Jeffy, did you have some fun things from this week, or do you want me to go ahead?
Really, I think the weather's been a big part up here. We went from having freezing temperatures last show and things. It was like 4 degrees, I believe. That day I checked it. Now we're in
Right.
our mid to upper 30s. So the
Whoa.
snow is kind of starting to melt. So it's great packing snow right now.
Okay. Ooh,
So-
where it hurts when you get hit by it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like the youngest and I, we were found trees in the back. So we were climbing up the trees and jumping out of them into the snow. And the snow is easily 2 feet, 3 foot in some drifts. And you
Yeah.
hit it and you're just gone. Then you have to
Oh.
literally like dig yourself to the ground and stand up.
Oh my
to
gosh.
Oh yeah, but it's that deep. You could jump out of the
Oh.
trees into the snow.
That
We were going to
seems a
go
little
off the house, but I could see the
claustrophobic.
neighbors or the wife, someone complaining about that. So we went out to the woods and climbed trees instead out of
Right. So if
That's
they've
nice.
heard this, just ignore that. It didn't happen. It was talked about, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, that. And we were, I was able to dig a path from the house back out to the chicken pen. Remember we were
Okay.
telling you that the chickens were on our back porch.
Yeah.
Dug a trail from the house out to the chicken pen and dug out all the snow from the chicken pen, put down new hay, got them rolling, got them all out of the back porch in the dog area, back out there, and got the whole back porch cleaned. So
Were they excited
outside.
to be out?
Yeah, I think so. I think they
Okay.
really liked it on the back porch because they saw a lot of activity, a lot of movement. They got a lot of attention.
Aw.
They're great. They're goofy chickens, but yeah, I think they're happy to be back out in the pen also, back in their
That's
house.
funny.
And they still
Yeah.
got their heat lamps and they're out there, but yep.
Yeah. You yell,
Very good.
"Hey, chicken!"
That's what I wonder. Do they have names?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. We have Pip and then we have Squeak. They're the same breed, but they look totally different. They're black and gray, but totally different. Then Boots is our rooster. The Boots, he's the kind of he stands about 2.5 feet tall and he's got the big furry legs, like gray chicken with
Oh,
big
okay.
furry legs, Boots.
Yeah.
Yep, Pip, Squeak, Boots, and then there's Cream, Arkham, Chungus. Cream, Arkham, Chungus, Pip, Squeak, and Iris. And then
Oh,
Boots.
okay. Who's the one that gets up in the tree all the time?
Squeak.
Okay.
That one. Oh, the whole time on the back porch, that one just chatted all of them up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was the play-by-play. She
yep,
was the
nonstop.
yeah.
She was just, making them all mad most of the time. That's how Squeak
Wow.
rolls.
Yeah, that's busy. Well, I was looking through some the silverware drawer, and I just happened to come across like random silverware, which I try to pass off when we have, if somebody comes over and they're eating, like I just pass off this big huge fork, which is really like this size. table for them. Or if it's like ice cream time, and then I give them this little like mini spoon.
Gerber spoon? What is that?
That one looked like it was put in the shrink-a-dink oven.
Nice.
That one's for the chickens.
Right, yeah. It's well, it's funny because then, like, you know, when, like, why was it you always had to, like, put it in and then scrape the lip? Like, no matter what, you just scrape the lip. And
I
it
got
was
a
making me laugh
12-year-old
about it.
now that I feel like I should be able to still have to, like, come here. Like,
Right. Well, I had a lipstick mishap and it was
all across them.
Yeah, it was all up here, looked like Kool-Aid kid.
Yep. Oh, worst kind of kids. Kool-Aid kids.
Do your children live at home, Gina?
So two of them, the 17 and the 23-year-old, are here now.
Okay.
And then the others either live on their own or they're away at school. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Busy. And it's crazy too, just being a parent, how time literally flies. Like the commercial is funny because it's like memories, but literally it's so crazy how time just is in a warp the minute you have children.
It really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good
true.
times. Yes.
Yep. Excellent.
Jeff Jones, do you have some information for us?
I do, Jen. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me pull this back up. No, I started looking up things like awkward emotions and things like that for commercial ideas. And I came across a list of 10 obscure emotions that actually exist and their names. So these are a list of 10 obscure emotions that actually exist. And while reading them, though, I actually came across, these were all pulled out of a book that's called The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows.
Oh.
The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows.
Okay.
And I'm not going to...
I thought you were just going to say the dictionary and then that was it.
Nope. Like... And then I actually pulled up the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. So I'll read some of them off this list and then a few out of the dictionary that I found that I actually thought were entertaining. Yeah. One of them, spot on, is the feeling of what you just described. And I'm sure we'll come across it.
Kool-Aid kid?
No, hold on. I'll wait till we get to it.
Okay.
Here, this is one called Sonder. It's Sonder, Sonder. It's the feeling of when you realize that everyone you see and everyone who passes by you has their own complex life. Their life has the same kind of feelings as yours does, with heartache, happiness, routines. It's the realization that everybody has that going on.
Gotcha.
The feeling you get from that is Sonder.
Okay. I feel like that might be more of an awareness. Just like it probably like an awareness of it, and then you have the emotion tied to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see that. Here's the one I think I was thinking of when you were talking about that.
Okay.
Xenosyne. I know I'm pronouncing that totally. I'm probably butchering these words. Xenosyne. Zenosyne. Xenosyne. Is when you feel that time keeps going by faster and faster. Like when you were younger, 10 minutes was an eternity. Now a whole year goes by and it feels like it only lasted seconds.
Yes.
That's Xenosyne.
Okay.
Xenosyne.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yep. I've had venison, but not Xenosyne. Yeah.
Yep. Goofy. Chrysalim. Nope. Hold on. Let me start that word over.
Okay.
I didn't even say enough letters.
Okay.
Chrysalism.
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 Oh.
Chrysalism.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, this is one of those. It's that. Yeah, I keep saying the word in the definition here. Keep saying the word. I can't even pronounce it. Chrysalism is that relaxed, calm feeling you have when you're inside and it's storming outside.
Oh, ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Chrysalism.
Chrysalism.
Yep.
Is there maybe next time what we should do is we should cue it up and then just hit the little sound button so it'll be like it'll sound like but it'll sound like a robot. It'll be like chrysalism.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's rubetosis. Rubatosis.
Oh, okay.
Is the hard to explain, unsettling feeling you get when you actually start noticing your heart and its own heartbeats. You start freaking out.
Oh.
Like just getting to basically get yourself all worked up.
Oh
and the
yeah,
realization
yeah.
of
So
your
then
heart.
it's a panic of
Like, okay,
oh,
I do. My heart's going. Like, why is it going? Then all of a sudden you realize it's beating faster and faster, and you get yourself worked up.
yeah. Oh, I thought that would be called
Rubatosis.
panic attack.
Eventually, I bet your rubatosis leads to a panic attack.
Oh yeah.
Here you go.
It
Here's
sounds
a good
like
one.
Rubitessin.
Rubatosis.
Robotessin. Ooh.
Klexos, Klexos, is the art of dwelling on the past. And it says here that it really is an art if you think about it. Recalling a memory now, then recalling that same memory 5 years from now can have a different effect on you, even though the memory is the same.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's the art of dwelling on the past. It's all on
Okay.
how you interpret that memory at
Right.
that time. Like a memory I have today and then have 5 years from now, I might be in a different situation, have a
Sure.
totally different feeling about that same exact memory,
Yeah.
even though the memory has not changed.
Just based on where you are in your life.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I've
What
got
was
a
that one more
story
time?
about that.
Klexos?
Yeah. Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
What was
Okay.
that, Gina?
Yeah, go ahead, Gina.
No, I was just saying I have a story about that word, like not the word, but memories anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not the time to tell it. I don't know.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, we got nothing but
Yeah,
time.
you're fine.
It's really embarrassing, but
Oh.
I have this memory, and the way that I feel about the memory now is different than the way I felt about it my whole life.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's actually a Christmas memory, and it's when I was a little kid, and you're singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like, had a very shiny nose, you know that song?
Yep.
And at the end, when Rudolph goes down in history, they said, "You'll go down in history," like that.
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, I thought that Rudolph was ugling down in history. I thought that like that was a word that people like ugled, or animals ugled, and when they did something really good or fun, they ugled. And so it wasn't until I was at one of my kids' choir concerts and they handed out papers with the words on them, I was like, "Oh, ugle's not a word.
Ugle.
It's not like a word to describe." Oh God, it was so embarrassing.
That's
But
amazing.
My point
Ugle.
is, and my husband teases me all the time about the ugling, but is that I used to be so embarrassed about it, and the older I've become, I'm like, oh, we should embrace the funny things that make us human and make us who we are, and kind of like go with
Right.
life and all of its, zany, weird things that come up or happen. So I feel differently about ugling these days, or lack of there being a real ugle.
I think just when words are said, somebody says words in a different way, and it's all in how you are hearing it and experience it, and your filter of it, right? And so, if even for example, our daughter heard pay per view later, this is probably 2 years ago, and it's pay per view, right? Like you're paying to see it, and she thought it was paper, like PAPER. Right? Like, because it's the same thing, like pay-per-view. And she just realized, but it's all in like how you say it and how you interpret it and how you hear it. She had quite a few of those issues growing up, and then we found out she actually needed hearing aids. So like, I was like, oh shoot.
Well, at least you figured that out.
Like, oh, paper, but you're saying the same thing, pay-per-view.
Right.
You just don't
Right.
pause in there. Right, so you could see how it could happen. But yeah,
Realize,
that's funny.
Realize.
Yeah, why can't we all just ugle down in history when we do something great? That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right,
Oh,
that's my
gosh.
weird story.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's amazing.
Nice. All right, here's another obscure emotion.
Okay.
Joska, Jouska, Jouska, Jouska.
Okay.
Jouska is when you play a conversation over and over in your head, but it never actually happened. It's a hypothetical conversation, like you're asking your boss for a raise and you keep playing it out, or a fight with a friend, and you're thinking,
it's never
like,
even happened.
I should have said this, or I should have said that, hypothetically, you're just working out conversations over and over in your head. Jouska.
I think we need to start using that word. Like, you need to stop that jouska going on.
Here's liberosis.
Whoa.
Liberosis is that feeling and that desire to care less about things.
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice.
Have a desire to want to care. I just want to care a little less. Why do I care so much?
Yeah. I think it could be good or bad.
Yep. Oh man. Kubiko. Kuebiko. Kubiko.
Kabiko?
Yep. It's an exhausted feeling, both physically and mentally. It happens after acts of violence take place, like your mind and body just can't handle all the negativity.
Oh.
You could feel this way even if you're not closely linked to the violence, like seeing it on the news or even online.
Gosh, I feel like there's a lot of people that have that right now.
I could see that.
Kabiko?
Kubiko.
Kabiko.
Yep.
Use that, people. Just be like, when you need a mental health day, you call in and say, look, I have Kabiko. I can't make it in. And then they think, whoa, you need a doctor's note for that.
All right, I jumped over to the dictionary of obscure sorrows now.
Okay.
Just to read a few off here. There's so many on here that are good. I'm just gonna try to hit some of them.
Sure.
Here's one. After some. It's astonished. It's astonished to think back on the bizarre sequence of accidents that brought you to exactly where you are today. As if you'd spent years bouncing down a Plinko pegboard, passing through a million harmless decision points, any one of which may have changed everything.
Oh my God.
Right. Whoa.
After some.
Gosh, isn't that all of us?
I know, right?
These are crazy. Like these are not in the natural emotions book.
No. Here's one I think a lot of people have experienced. I know I have.
Okay.
It's the emotion of Lilo, Lilo, Lilo.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's the feeling of a friendship that can lie dormant for years, only to pick right back up instantly, as if no time had passed since you last saw each other.
Yes.
Like you ever run into somebody like you haven't seen them in maybe 5 years, but right off the get, you just hit it off like
right.
Bam, like you never missed a beat.
Yes.
Lilo. Yep.
How would you use that in a sentence? Like,
I don't
man,
know.
we
That
just
feeling
Lilo'd.
gives me Lilo.
We were at the store and we Lilo'd.
I feel like that with hacky sack. Like I only get the hacky sack every couple years, it seems like, when I'm around the right people. But it seems like when we do. We're still spot on.
You're like, hey, let's get together, hacky sack and Lilo.
Yep,
we're
Lilo this. I'm Liloing this all up.
Yeah.
Here's another good one. Onism. 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 The frustration of being stuck in just one body that inhabits only one place at one time, which is like standing in front of the departure screen at an airport, flickering over the strange place names like other people's passwords. That got weird there.
Oh.
Flickering. Oh, like standing in front of a departure screen at an airport.
Okay.
Yep. Then it's like flickering over the strange place names like other people's passwords, each representing one more thing you'll never get to see before you die. And all because, as the arrow on the map helpfully points out, you are here. It's just being stuck here.
Just stuck.
Knowing that other people are out living their lives and doing other things differently.
Yeah. It's like that commercial that you're just literally standing there and literally everything is running behind and to the sides of you, you know? That's what I was feeling like it was.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, here's the last one I'm going to say is Alzheimer's. ALTSCHMERZ. Alzheimer's. It's the weariness with the same old issues that you've always had, the same boring flaws and anxieties you've been gnawing on you for years, which leaves them soggy and tasteless and inert.
Oh!
With nothing interesting left to think about, nothing left to do. It's just the weariness of that.
All schmerz. I feel like that's what you
just
get that on your face, like all schmerz. Ooh, you got all schmerz on your.
I use it on my lower back. No, whoa, those were just obscure emotions.
Yeah, that was super interesting. That's crazy because it's all, I feel like it's feelings that at least, people listening and on video have felt or experienced or seen in their mind or heard,
Yep, you should check them out. The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows.
Okay, yes. We'll put that in the description. Obscure sorrows. Yes. Okay, would you like to take another commercial break?
Sure.
Office remains. Capone's Vault. Area 51. All mysteries have the same thing in common. The missing piece. The missing piece. Hello, I'm Nathaniel Westman, here to tell you about a fascinating new series coming soon to So Much JENergy. Moving picture theater. Art in its most pure form. Color. So join me, Nathaniel Westman, curator of this innovative series, Moving Picture Theater. Where together, we take a deep dive into the maelstrom of the heart and soul of film. See you then. Cinema. Raw. With me, Nathaniel Westman, on behalf of So Much JENergy. So Much JENergy. Film everything.
Today's episode of So Much JENergy is brought to you by Avocados. Tell me this, do you avocado or avocado? If you don't do avocado, then you're missing out on all the great things avocados get. Things like healthy fats. Avocados are packed with protein and loads of vitamin K. Whoa! The avocado is also incredibly versatile, meaning it's great in a sandwich, salad, and of course on toast. Avocado, on toast, whoa! Mind blown! Pick yours up today. Just look in the superfood section in your local grocer. Avocado!
I can't even keep it together. And Gina's face was so great. Like the minute you started, it was like, whoa.
You should have heard me doing that in the car today. I just wrote that one today. It was cracking me up.
Oh my God.
Just in the car going,
You avocado or avocado?
like, I got to write a commercial with that. That's funny.
Yeah, anytime we do like a game show or anything like that, Jeff Jones has an amazing like game show. I think somewhere he was supposed to be like a game show announcer and he just missed it.
I think I was supposed to be a puppeteer.
Oh.
Supposed to be controlling puppets.
Yeah.
Missed calling somewhere in there. Missed that plinko.
Maybe.
Plinko.
Oh my gosh. Okay, welcome back. That was amazing. Good job, Jeff Jones. That commercial was hilarious. Make me want to get my vitamins.
I hear you there.
And scream avocado.
And I eat an avocado a day, so it's even funnier for me. Like I'm never gonna eat one now without hearing that commercial.
Great source of vitamin K.
Yeah.
It's packed with proteins. They are.
Right. Okay, Miss Gina. So Gina has a fun book that she's going to talk about, and we're going to have our very first book read on the show, which we are super excited about. So, Gina, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit more? And this video and audio stage is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. So I wrote this book. I actually wrote Tears and Tulle based on a women's empowerment movement I have called the Tears and Tulle movement. And I wrote the book so that I could remember my own magic. And then I realized my kids should read this book and the world should read this book to kind of help awaken their magic as well. So it's an absolute labor of love. And there's some fun dance moves in here you can do, and then it'll tell a little bit more about the movement at the end of the story. So I'm gonna just put my book there and I'll get started.
Awesome.
Tears and Tulle, written by Gina Bell, illustrated by Elena Michaladis. For my children and my mom, thank you for the spontaneous living room dance parties that often help me remember my magic. And then the illustrator, Elena, says, to all the beautiful souls, may you find your rainbow and never let go. Tears and Tulle. One day, a baby girl was born wearing a skirt made of tulle. It was bright and colorful, like a rainbow jewel. The skirt was, and she giggled happily, watching its wild colors swirl. The skirt connected the girl to her magic, color, and dreams. When she was full of tears, the skirt sent her heart joyful beams. As the girl grew and grew, the magical skirt did too. Soon she realized that life could be messy and unfair. She needed to remember her skirt would always be there. So she fluffed her skirt and jumped to her feet. She would wake up the skirt with her own special beat. Skip, dance, swish, twirl. Remember the spirit of that magical girl. Sometimes she felt scared and embarrassed and like she didn't have a clue. So she fluffed her skirt and remembered the fun of trying something new. There were times she felt left out, misunderstood, and like she would never fit in. So she fluffed her skirt and remembered to be comfortable in her own skin. Skip, dance, swish, twirl. Remember the spirit of that magical girl. And you can see she's growing up. And when life was just too much and her eyes filled with tears, she fluffed her skirt and remembered she could learn from her fears. The tears made her wise and watered the dream in her heart. Fluffing her skirt, she remembered she was a growing work of art. Skip, dance, swish, twirl. Remember the spirit of that magical girl. As she grew older, her days could feel overwhelming, crazy, and long. So she fluffed her skirt and remembered she was radiant, resilient, and strong. And there she is, climbing out of the laundry pile of life. Sometimes it felt her life was falling apart at the seams. So she fluffed her skirt and remembered she could always connect to her dreams. Skip, dance, swish, twirl. Remember the spirit of that magical girl. She celebrated her failures and the lessons they taught her along the way. She fluffed her skirt and remembered she had something important to say. She trusted the wisdom in her heart to help others grow, learn, and heal. Fluffing her skirt, she remembered her struggles made her beautiful and real. Skip, dance, swish, twirl. Remember the spirit of every magical girl. And then it says the story behind the skirt. Hi, my name's Gina Bell, and I'm the creator of Tears and Tulle, a women's empowerment movement that celebrates women who show up from within the chaos of everyday life to connect with their magic. In 2018, my life changed on an abandoned overpass in Orlando, Florida. I was wearing a simple black tank and the most magical rainbow-colored tulle skirt. I had purposely paired the colorful skirt with a black t-shirt to relay a special message to myself and to people everywhere. We don't need to wait for life's perfect set of circumstances to connect with our extraordinary color. My purpose with the Tears and Tulle movement is to reconnect women with their joy and color, even during life's darkest moments. It may sound strange, but the rainbow skirt woke up something wonderful in me. And I want women everywhere to experience what I did, a clarifying moment of vulnerability, magic, and happiness. A year and a half after that day on the overpass, I launched Tears and Tulle, and I'm sharing my rainbow skirt with 52 people over 52 weeks as a way to inspire women everywhere to reconnect with their color, the tulle, from within the darkness, the tears of real life. While organizing the movement, I learned that my friend and rainbow tulle skirt designer, Cass Youngs, had always hoped that one day one of her creations would travel the world. She loved that our two ideas would become one. Each woman in the movement is asked to pair the skirt with something black, make their unique magic in it, and share their Tears and Tulle story with the world. Time after time, participants have shared how much love and positive energy the rainbow skirt radiates. Many participants use their time with the skirt to reflect on their greatest struggles. That's what Tears and Tulle is all about, embracing our perfectly imperfect lives. And the Tears and Tulle movement continues to grow and evolve in amazing ways. There are women all over the world now that have started Tears and Tulle tribes and are Tears and Tulle trailblazers. They wear skirts of their own and they share their stories as well. The end.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Like, my heart wants to just burst into not only tulle, but glitter and like just funfetti.
That's awesome.
Do you guys all go to the same dressmaker?
No,
Like, you guys,
we don't.
you make them yourselves?
There are some people that make the skirts themselves, and there are some that work with the designer and have one made. It just depends on what they're planning. If they're planning to have a tribe where they're sharing the tulle skirt with a big group of people, it just depends. Yeah.
Nice. I seen just all the pictures on your website of all the girls and all of their dresses and everything. And I just thought, man, that's just, I didn't know if one person or one lady in your movement was making them or whatnot.
Yeah, there's the original, and then I have a replica of the original that I wear when I go. I wear that thing all the time. I go out places, and
Nice.
it
Nice.
just takes up space. It kind of gives me permission to really be myself. So
Right.
it's just interesting that they're different than the tulle skirts we see growing up. You know,
Right. It's a
like
dynamite looking dress, though. I could see
Oh
how you
my
feel empowered
gosh.
in that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
feel
many
like
people talk about that too.
Yeah. I feel like if my laugh had a physical manifestation, that's what my laugh would look like.
It would.
Yes, I love that. That is what it would look like.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it right now.
I know. As soon as I saw your website, I was like, I need one of these in my life, because I feel like, one, it just gives permission to be you, right? And it allows you to find your people, right? It's a beam of light and tulle and color, and it says, I'm right here. If this is what you're looking for, I'm over here.
It really does. So many of the participants have said, like, suddenly I was scared to death, and then suddenly it was on, and it was like it was connecting with other people who were walking
Right.
by, you know, like it was kind of giving them permission to be themselves too.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some power in it. And I don't know about you, but growing up, I think I saw tulle on like brides, ballerinas, and then maybe Madonna wore one in like
Right.
one of her rock videos. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
in boots.
Yeah.
But besides that, like, you don't, like, let's just say everyone gets to wear them, and we get to connect with whatever colorful, you know,
Right.
magic we have inside of ourselves. So,
Right.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
so
I like it.
fun. I just feel like it's super exciting to just have something that empowering, where it's just a fun idea, and it's the idea and the physical dress is traveling, right?
Yes. Yes. And I
Yeah.
try to, when I work with anybody or different participants wear it, I always start everything out with Tears and Tulle moment. So we call those the even when, especially then moments. So my funny one lately is I'm brilliant, even when I'm afraid of the sound the crescent roll tube makes when it pops open. And then you end whatever you're saying. So you say something good about yourself, and then you say, like, this is real life, even when the washing machine breaks and my clothes are hanging out on the line or whatever. And then we always end where everybody in the group says, especially then, because we're all in that space together. So
Right.
yeah, I think it's empowering and really cool when you show up and you can say, like, yeah, this is beautiful and colorful and I want to connect with this, but it's also real life and we're all going through it. It's not a social media page where everything looks perfect, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like too, it's so amazing to have something material that can just identify your tribe as something totally different, something that I've never even seen or heard of before, that's totally you, that manifested from your idea of, let's just be out there, be ourselves, be wild and free, literally. Ooh, I just got chills.
Oh,
And I call
love
those
it.
truth bumps.
heck yeah.
And just being you, and I love that. That's what, we're trying to promote here, which is literally having your own JENergy, putting JENergy out there, putting just good out into the world, and just sharing that with everybody. We have laughing to offer here, and a space for other people to just share what they have, which is just literally magical, where you can take a laugh and some Tulle and you just put them together. And then now our audience has the opportunity to share in that with you. And there's a ton of people that have daughters, moms, aunts, anyone in their family that's female, or even themselves. You know what I mean? Like, even if they want to put on a skirt and it doesn't make any sense, it can make sense to you, because that's
Absolutely.
just your empowerment item,
Right.
Like, I use rocks all the time. And so I put those in my bra, and then I just call it a booby rock. And like, that's right? Like, that's how I get empowered. I didn't have pockets one time, and I put them in there, and then now it's a booby rock. So, and I send them out to everybody, because I want them to have that empowerment. And so I think it's amazing where it's the same kind of concept, but it's something tangible that you can just literally, it's like your cape, right? It's literally like your superpower item that you can put on. Yeah.
I'm writing a book right now for boys that's called Tears and Taffeta, and it's a cape that grows with the boy, and the boy grows up, and at the end of the story, he's got, the cape is big like the skirt is. And so that's amazing. You just said that. That's such synchronicity. I love it.
I just got chills, and like, oh my gosh, you can't even make it up. That is amazing.
I never knew the fabric was actually called Tulle.
Tulle.
Yeah, there's Tears and Tulle for the rainbow skirt, and then it'll be a multicolored cape that'll have really rich, like eggplant, kind of like different darker colors, real rich colors, and it'll be out of taffeta material, which is almost like a silk satiny kind of thing. And yeah, there's one being made right now by the designer. She's making this giant cape. It's going to travel to 12 men, to the homes of 12 men, and they're going to share their stories. And yes, there's a lot going on, but you just said cape. So I'm like,
you can't even make it up.
Say this.
Right. Oh gosh. Yes. We had a whole conversation last night about, like, are things coincidence, or do you really think they're meant to happen? Or, I don't think there's ever a coincidence. So yes. So good thing I said that, because it means you're on the right path. You're doing what you should be doing, and it's going to be shared with everybody. So, Miss Gina, where can everybody find you and find more information out about the book, or you, or where is the dress, things like that?
Sure. Yeah, you can go to my website. Well, you could Google Tears and Tulle, and all those social media links and everything will pop up right away. But
okay,
if you go to ginabell.co, there's no M, it's just co, like it's ginabell.co.
Okay.
You could travel, you could follow the skirt in real time, and you can see who's wearing it this week. And then there's a place where you can order a copy of Tears and Tulle if you like. And then I'm doing international shipping only on Amazon. So if you were to want a copy of it, you'd have to go on Amazon. But
yeah,
all kinds of fun things going on my website where you could go there and check that out.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to, when I post the podcast, I'll put the links in there, and Jeff Jones will put it in the video. When that comes out, we can put all the information in there for people to find you, and make sure that if that's something that they want to join and just be a part of. I feel like connection is so important right now. And so I feel like this is something that somebody can get connected to and make them feel part of the greater good, if that's what they're lacking.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And is there anything else that you would like to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Awesome. Well, how about Jeff Jones? What is pepping your step this week?
This week, Jen, I would say is gaming, like board gaming. We've been playing with mom and dad.
Yeah.
And a couple of the nephews, and it has been hilarious. We actually did it around the holidays once.
Okay.
And we all got a blast and a kick from it. So then we ended up doing it again this past weekend.
Yeah.
Just goofy group games, like family games, apples to apples, Cards Against Humanity, games like that.
Yeah.
And it is hilarious because a lot of the nephews are all in their mid to late teens. So it's funny to play with them. They're goofy.
That's
fun. I'd say definitely gaming. Ma tried to get everybody to say they wanted to do it every weekend, and nobody has that kind of time.
Right. That's a big
she was
commitment.
like, yep. Then she was asked about how about every other weekend, and then it became maybe like every, third Saturday every month, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That
But, yep.
happens.
I think gaming with mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
hilarious. Putting
Awesome.
some pep in my step.
Awesome. Gina, how about some pep in your step this week?
So we had a lot of snow here, so like a foot of snow, but we had a 50th birthday party for my husband where a bunch of people drove by and wished him happy birthday, and we put old pictures of him up, and it was just an amazing day. But one of my highlights from that was my 6'7" inch brother Tony. At the end, when everyone was gone, we got into a snowball fight out in the front, and as he was going to his car to leave, well, really, I was pushed in the snow a few times, but it was really funny. It was so much fun to just play for a minute. I really enjoyed going into that space with him. It's like I feel like a kid again for a couple minutes. So yeah, my husband's birthday and the snowball fight I have with my brother was fun.
Nice. That's
Nice.
fun.
Heck
Is he
yeah.
older or younger than you?
He's 4.5 years younger than me.
Okay.
It was just funny when he started growing taller than me, and then he was like
Right.
6'7". He's this
Yeah.
giant and this really great guy, but yeah, he could just go bloop and I'm in the snowbank, like I'm like crawling out, chasing him down the sidewalks, doing a terrible job of throwing snowballs, but it was still
Yeah.
fun.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
super exciting. This week I am excited because I journal all the time, and I have been journaling like crazy and just being open to so many new ideas, and really just meeting new people. Having new people on the podcast has been amazing, and we are now booked all the way out for the next 3 or 4 months, which is super exciting. Yeah, so we're going to have some fun new interviews, meeting new people. I love just sharing other people's messages and supporting you and everybody else, which is so great to just connect and support and really just be there for other people in their mission in life. So yeah, super fun. I love it. I love it. So
Excellent.
I just feel like it expands the energy of everything that we're doing as well. So it just empowers, our audience and brings new information to them, which has really been our goal, to inspire and just share laughter with everybody.
And get the
So,
word out about things for other people, like
yeah.
Tears and Tulle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah. So I'm so excited. I know a few people came to mind when you were reading the book. I thought, gosh, I need this for so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And I'm like, this would be an amazing gift. And then why don't I just wear my skirt to take it to them? And then why aren't we having meetings? And like, I'm running 150 miles an hour. And then I thought, listen to the book, pay attention. Let's pay attention.
I love that though. And there's something really powerful when grown women do those moves from the story, and
Right.
it's like it reactivates something, the fun inside. And yeah. So
Yeah.
I love it that you were thinking of that while I was reading.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get the book. I'm going to order my own copy, definitely. And we will put all your information up there. And we are just so grateful for your time and excited to meet you.
Aw.
So thanks so much for being here.
Yep.
Thank you.
GinaBell.co.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
We'll put other links on there too. So yes. Okay. Well, we will see everybody again next time. Have an awesome week. Yay.
Good times.